There is a measure of financial success that no one ever talks about, and I'm going to teach it to you today. My name is Brie Sodano. I'm a personal finance expert and the founder of sharkschool.online. So today what we're going to talk about is measure the way that we measure financial success, and the thing that no one is talking about. So most of the time when we measure financial success, we're measuring our savings, our debt going down. We're measuring that we're building progress towards our net worth increasing over time. And here's why. So whenever I talk to anyone who's going to hire me to be my client, anyone who's changing their financial lives, the thing that they want is financial confidence, financial security, and financial freedom. And the thing about these things is these are not exactly tangible measures. These are feelings. You want to feel confident in your decisions. Why? Because it's exhausting to be second guessing yourself. It feels terrible to not know if what you're doing is a good or a bad decision. It's the worst. Financial security is the feeling of, I got this. I'm going to be okay. I have enough. Like, I'm not going to have to, be homeless if my next paycheck doesn't come in. And financial freedom is that ultimate, I'm free to do what I want with my time because my money is working for me, right? And so these things are both tangible on some levels and both emotional states on others. So what I want to talk about is, how do you practice the feelings of these things? And here's why this is important, is because when you make a decision from a place of scarcity, you're going to create more scarcity. If you create a decision from a place of confidence and you feel good about it, you're not going to second guess yourself. You're not going to waste your mental energy. And so you're going to feel secure in that. You're going to start to trust yourself. So I'll tell you that when you don't have financial confidence, you will do very strange things with your money because you just don't trust yourself. And if you don't feel okay, you will do things to get rid of your money in case you don't have money. And if you don't feel free, no matter how much money you have, you'll still be trapped. There's a lot of work to do on increasing your prosperity feelings. But today we're going to talk about three things that you can do on your own. So the first thing is, you want to start to employ a body check-in as a technique that I use with my clients. And it's the process of just checking in with your body. Hey, when I log into my bank account, how does that feel? When I'm going to make a purchase decision, how does that feel? You want to start to notice what emotional state you're in when you're making these decisions. And this is just going to give you awareness. This is going to give you the idea of, where can I still use work? Or where is my problems coming from an emotional state? Like, why am I doing this? And you'll see that if you may have a pattern of feeling stressed about something and hopping right on Amazon as a stress reliever. So this emotional awareness, this body check-in technique, is going to give you a lot of clues as to what's going on in your financial decision. And here's another thing that's really important. Money is not black and white, simple math. If money was black and white, simple math, people would be able to make economic decisions. People do not make economic decisions because there's so much more that goes into a financial decision. So you really don't discount your emotions. Count them because they drive your spending decisions. All right, so the next thing you want to do is you want to start to make choices with intention. So if you're building your financial confidence, for example, you want to ask yourself, as you're doing this, does this decision further my financial confidence? Do I feel financially confident right now while I'm deciding to do this? You really want to start to get yourself into that financial confidence or financial security or financial freedom mode as you're making your decisions. You want to set the intention, I'm going to make this decision to be more financially confident. And so what that does is it brings it into your awareness, and it changes your perspective just so slightly, where you're going to be, if you put your lens on this, you're going to be able to see, no, this decision is not going to make me feel more confident. I'm going to feel bad about this when it's done. And you're going to start to see things differently. And that's really important in your emotional state. Now, the third thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to practice putting on those good feelings. And so this is a little bit of imagination work, but it's really important. And I'll tell you, this is going to sound wild, but it's true. You have to build a tolerance to really good feelings. If you're used to hanging out in a money vibe of stress, scarcity, and not enough, and worry and anxiety, The idea of knowing exactly where your money is going to go and feeling really confident about that, it's a big shift. The idea of feeling secure when you're used to struggling that's a very big shift. And the use of feeling freedom when you're used to feeling trapped, like your boss has control, like your money is the lord of you. Like, these are very big shifts. And so what you want to start to do is practice putting on those feelings. And this is literally an act of imagination. You can sit with your eyes closed for a few minutes, and practice. Man, if time and money were off the table, what would financial freedom feel like for me? Where would I go? What would I do? If my time was not committed to be sold, what would I do with my day? How would that feel? It's an act of imagination, so it takes practice, and you'll find that you may have resistance in even just thinking about that. If you're resistant in your thought, you're going to be even more resistant in real life. You want to start to practice putting on those feelings, so that way as the time comes to start making those choices and actually attaining those states of financial confidence, financial security, and financial freedom, it's not such a shock to your emotional system. Almost think about like your emotional body, like your emotional system, kind of like your real body. Imagine if you were in an icy cold ice bath, right? The hot tub is looking fantastic, but if you hop right in, that hot tub, even though it's a glorious 104 degrees, it's going to burn your skin. It's going to be too much. It's the difference is too great, and it will take time to adjust. And so doing some visualization and practice exercises helps you to be able to embody some of those feelings, so that way as you're making choices, they start to feel more natural. Things will become less uncomfortable. Those are practical tips. So if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. I'd love to talk to you. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you for hanging out with me.